Step 1. Email interview questionnaire to client. Your firm likely has a client intake form. Zetas Technology replaces your firm's intake form with comprehensive digital questionnaire, which can be emailed to your clients. After creating a client profile, the first step is to email your client a client interview. On the left, you will see a list of your clients. Let's send an interview to your client, Humphrey Bogart. First, select the client. Then click Create New Work Item in the top right corner. You can create a name for the work item. We'll call this one Client Interview. Then select the appropriate interview. Since this is a divorce case, we will select the dissolution interview to send to the client. Save the work item. Your new work item will appear in the work group page. To send it to the client, ensure that the work item is selected and click Client Interview. Select your client from the drop-down menu, or you can create a new client. The questionnaire interview will be emailed to your client for completion. After the client completes the client interview questionnaire, you are ready to move on to Step 2. Step 2. Complete the master overlay with the pertinent case information. The master overlay only needs to be created once and will be used to create all pleadings for this client. The master overlay contains case information such as the case number, the attorney of record, and the county of filing. The master overlay can be updated at any time. To create the master overlay, ensure that you're in the correct client workgroup where you will find the client's completed interview questionnaire. Create a new work item. We'll call this work item the master overlay, and we'll select the dissolution master overlay. As you can see, all of the questions are not yet answered. We'll want to overlay the client's answers into the master overlay. To do this, click the drop-down arrow under the work item and select Overlay Answers. Click on the Client Interview Questionnaire work item and then select Overlay. Now, you will see that the master overlay is almost complete. Simply complete the master overlay by completing the few remaining unanswered questions. Now we are ready to create pleadings for this client. Step 3. Create pleadings by answering client interview questions. To create a pleading, create a new work item. Let's create a petition for dissolution of marriage. Select the petition for dissolution template and create a name for the work item. Then, launch the work item. We'll want to overlay our master overlay with the petition for dissolution work item. Click the drop-down arrow next to the work item name and select Overlay Answers. Select the master overlay and then click the Overlay button. You are now ready to answer questions specific to this pleading. Depending on your answers to some questions, you may be presented with additional questions. When complete, simply click Finish in the bottom right corner. Your completed pleading can be downloaded under the Documents caption. As you can see, the pleading is complete based on the answers selected. I'll present you with another example of pleading. This time, let's create a motion for temporary relief. Follow the same steps to create a motion for temporary relief and overlay the master overlay into the answer field. Complete the remaining questions. Click Finish and download the pleading. As you can see in the completed pleading, all of the critical details are complete. The children's ages in line 17 are automatically calculated based off the children's dates of birth. The relief requested in the pleading reflect the answers selected in the work item interview. Variables such as petitioner and respondent are changed throughout the pleading depending on whether the client is a petitioner or the respondent. The date is automatically filled in with today's date. The status cited in the statement of authority change depending on the relief requested. Opposing counsel's mailing and email information is automatically input into the certificate of service, and the mailing method reflects the service method specified in the master overlay. The order to show cause is also complete. The courthouse address is filled in based on the county of filing. As you keep scrolling, you will find that the declaration is also complete. We'll correct the formatting error, but you can see that the UCC JEA children's information is complete with the children's location information. The goal of Zetas technology is to eliminate up to 90% of the time it takes to draft pleadings. Email us today at zetas.technology today for a free discovery call.